Here is keynote 1 expanded to 600 words written without headings without ending statements and with each paragraph exactly 10 lines and an attraction begins with the energy you project, and that energy is built from the way you value yourself long before anyone else sees you. When a woman reaches a certain age, she begins to realize that her power no longer comes from trying to impress the world, but from understanding her own worth deeply. This inner certainty becomes visible in the way she walks, speaks, chooses, and even the way she says no without feeling guilty. Younger women may chase external validation, but an older woman who has grown into herself radiates a different kind of magnetism. It is subtle but unmistakable, and it commands attention without her needing to fight for it. A woman who has lived through challenges knows her resilience has shaped her character more than anything else. When you carry yourself with the mindset that age adds value, not limitation, people feel a pull toward you that cannot be ignored. The beauty is not in being flawless, but in being fully aware of your own presence. And this kind of attraction is built on emotional mastery, and emotional mastery comes from experience, reflection, and self-respect. A highly attractive older woman understands that confidence doesn't mean being loud or flashy. It means being rooted in who you are regardless of who is watching. When you've lived enough life to know what matters, you stop wasting energy on the things that don't, and that clarity creates an aura that draws people in. Men find this incredibly compelling because it removes the insecurity and intensity that often come with immaturity. Your calmness becomes a form of strength, and your grace becomes a form of quiet power. Instead of rushing to prove yourself, you allow your authenticity to speak for you. You set standards not from fear, but from self-honor, and those standards elevate your attractiveness effortlessly. You become someone whose presence feels grounded and secure. And the most attractive thing about an older woman is not how she looks, but how she carries the story of her life in a way that enhances her presence rather than weighs it down. You've learned how to rise after setbacks, how to love after heartbreak, and how to rebuild after disappointments, and that emotional maturity shines through your energy. It gives you a certain depth that others can feel even before they know you personally. You don't need to announce your strength because it shows in the way you maintain your peace. You also don't need to chase validation because you've already validated yourself from within. Men are instinctively drawn to women who don't place their worth in someone else's hands. This kind of self-contained confidence makes someone want to step closer, not because you demand it, but because being near you feels grounding. And when you know your value, you also communicate with a different level of intention and clarity. You don't send mixed signals, you don't over-explain to be understood, and you don't fear walking away from someone who doesn't align with your standards. This level of emotional independence makes you extremely irresistible because people sense that your presence is a privilege, not a need. You don't shrink yourself to fit into someone else's expectations, and you don't compromise your boundaries to keep the peace. Instead, you stand firm in your truth while still remaining warm and open-hearted. This balance of softness and strength is incredibly captivating because it shows that you know exactly who you are. Your confidence becomes a form of silent charisma, that speaks louder than anything you could try to prove. And a highly attractive older woman understands that her power lies not in competing with youth, but in embracing the richness of everything she has gained over time. Your wisdom, your insight, your calmness, your emotional clarity, these are qualities that grow more magnetic with age, not less. You know how to be present without being needy, how to be confident without being arrogant, and how to be selective without playing games. This emotional maturity allows you to connect with others from a place of stability rather than fear. It tells people that you don't need them to complete you, but you welcome them to join you if they bring value. This is what makes you unforgettable, because the combination of self-assuredness and genuine warmth is rare and deeply attractive. And here is **, keynote 2 expanded to 600 words **, written **, without headings **, without ending statements **, and with **, each paragraph exactly 10 lines **, and an emotional intelligence becomes one of the most magnetic qualities a woman can possess, especially as she gets older and grows into her wisdom. It's the kind of attraction that doesn't fade because it's rooted in emotional depth, not surface-level charm. When a woman understands her emotions, she communicates with a clarity that feels refreshing and grounding to everyone around her. Men are drawn to a woman who knows how to express herself without hostility, who knows how to listen without instantly reacting, and who knows how to pause before letting emotions take over. This is the kind of maturity that calms chaos instead of contributing to it. And that calmness becomes deeply irresistible. You create an atmosphere where people feel safe, understood, and accepted without pressure. Your presence becomes a place of emotional stability in a world filled with noise and confusion. Emotional intelligence is not a trait you pretend to have. It's something you embody through experience and awareness. And a highly attractive older woman doesn't just react to situations. She responds thoughtfully because she understands the power of emotional control. She knows that emotional reactions can either build connection or destroy it, so she chooses her words and actions with intention. This doesn't mean she suppresses her feelings, but that she has learned how to channel them in a healthy way instead of letting them overwhelm her. Men find this incredibly alluring because it shows maturity, confidence, and self-awareness qualities that signal she's not going to create unnecessary drama. This emotional steadiness becomes an anchor that others lean toward, especially men who value peace and emotional clarity. You become the person who brings perspective instead of panic, depth instead of drama, and calm instead of conflict. This kind of emotional mastery is attractive not because you're flawless, but because you're conscious. It's a superpower built over years of introspection and growth, and another part of emotional intelligence is the ability to truly listen, not just hear. Most people listen only to respond, but an emotionally mature woman listens to understand. She pays attention to what is being said and what is not being said, reading emotional cues with a sensitivity that comes from life experience. This doesn't make her a mind reader, but it makes her deeply connected to the emotional landscape of others. When a man feels heard by a woman, he feels seen, valued, and understood in a way that very few experiences can match. This kind of emotional presence builds trust and intimacy effortlessly, creating a connection that feels rare and meaningful. You aren't trying to fix everything. You're simply offering space for someone to be real. That alone becomes a powerful magnet because emotional safety is one of the most attractive qualities a person can give. Your ability to listen becomes a form of emotional seduction, and emotionally intelligent women also know how to set boundaries with kindness, not aggression, and with firmness, not fear. You say no without guilt and yes without pressure because your decisions come from your values, not from people pleasing. This is incredibly attractive because it shows that you respect yourself enough to protect your emotional energy. Men are drawn to women who have strong boundaries because boundaries make relationships feel stable, secure, and healthy. You teach people how to treat you not through demands, but through consistency, self-respect, and emotional transparency. This eliminates confusion and removes the guessing games that often create stress in relationships. Your emotional intelligence shows up in the way you protect your peace while still remaining compassionate. It's a balance that only comes from knowing yourself deeply and honoring your emotional well-being. And what makes emotional intelligence so magnetic in an older woman is that it creates a rare combination of warmth and strength. You are open-hearted but not fragile, understanding but not easily manipulated, compassionate but not naive. You create emotional connections that feel genuine because you're not operating from insecurity or fear. Your calmness invites people closer, your clarity keeps the connection healthy, and your maturity makes people feel safe. This makes you stand out because emotional intelligence is uncommon, and when someone experiences it, they don't forget it. You become someone who elevates the emotional environment of every room you enter. Your emotional stability becomes a powerful form of attraction because it shows that you have mastered the art of being deeply human without losing yourself in the process. And here is *** Keynote 3 expanded to 600 words ***, written *** without headings ***, without ending statements ***, and with ***, each paragraph exactly 10 lines ***, and a mystery for an older woman never comes from playing games or pretending to be unavailable. It comes from living a full, rich, self-directed life that doesn't pause for anyone. Men become intrigued not because you hide parts of yourself, but because you don't hand out your emotional access cheaply or quickly. You have passions, routines, friendships, commitments, and hobbies that existed long before someone entered your life and will continue with or without them. This creates a natural sense of depth around you that feels magnetic and authentic, not forced or strategic. People feel drawn to you because they can sense that you're not waiting to be chosen. You're simply allowing people to earn a place in your already meaningful world. The more grounded and fulfilled your life is, the more intriguing your presence becomes without effort. Mystery is not about silence or withholding. It's about having a life that stands strong on its own. A man feels excitement when he realizes he's stepping into a world that already has substance and emotional richness. And an older woman who is selective becomes far more attractive because selectiveness communicates value without needing to announce it. When you don't jump at every invitation or rush to rearrange your life for someone, it shows that your time is precious. You've learned from experience that availability should be rewarded, not assumed, and this makes your presence feel intentional. Men respect and desire women who require effort not out of manipulation, but because effort creates appreciation. The more a man invests, the more he builds emotional attachment, which deepens attraction naturally. You're not withholding affection. You're simply navigating relationships with standards based on what you've earned through life. This balance between openness and selectiveness is what creates genuine mystery. A man finds himself wondering what makes you so confident and calm, and that curiosity pulls him closer without you needing to perform. And mystery also comes from a refined understanding of self-worth, which means you don't feel the need to overshare too soon. When you're older, you've developed a natural filter for who gets to know your fears, dreams, vulnerabilities, and past experiences. You don't open your heart recklessly or out of loneliness. You open it deliberately when someone has shown consistency and trust. This doesn't mean you're closed off. It means your emotional world is sacred, and sacred things are not rushed. Men find this deeply alluring because it creates emotional pacing, allowing them to uncover your depth slowly. That slow reveal builds anticipation and emotional resonance, making the connection feel more valuable. You create a dynamic where the man feels privileged to learn the layers of who you are. This kind of selective vulnerability is powerful because it signals emotional maturity and self-awareness, two qualities that never go unnoticed. And another way mystery forms naturally is through independence and emotional autonomy. You don't lose yourself in a man, and you don't abandon your identity for attention because you already know the cost of doing so. Your independence communicates that you want a partner, not a controller or a savior. This makes you incredibly attractive because it tells a man that he cannot possess you, but he can inspire you, support you, and share experiences with you. The right man finds this irresistible because it creates a dynamic of mutual respect rather than dependency. You become someone who enhances his life, not someone who needs his life to feel complete. Your emotional autonomy also removes pressure from the relationship, allowing it to develop with ease. This creates a space where both people feel free, respected, and excited to explore the connection. And a highly attractive older woman embodies mystery because she has learned how to live with purpose, joy, and emotional clarity without waiting for a relationship to define her. You become magnetic not because you hide who you are, but because you don't hand out your energy in ways that drain you. Your life feels full, your mind feels curious, your heart feels grounded, and your emotional world feels intentional. This creates a depth that younger women often haven't developed yet, which naturally makes you stand out. Men crave women who bring stability, but also spark curiosity, and you embody both effortlessly. You leave people wanting to know more because you are genuinely layered, not strategically distant. This is the kind of mystery that feels real, powerful, and deeply attractive. Here is *** keynote 4 expanded to 600 words ***, written *** without headings ***, *** without ending statements ***, and with *** each paragraph exactly 10 lines ***, and standards become a powerful form of attraction because they communicate self-respect long before you ever say a word. When an older woman knows what she wants and what she will not tolerate, her presence carries a strength that draws people in without effort. Boundaries aren't walls to keep people out. They are filters that ensure only the right energy enters your life. A man feels this instantly because your confidence shows in the way you protect your peace. You no longer chase validation or cling to someone who shows inconsistency, and that emotional clarity is magnetic. Your standards tell others that your life has value and that your heart is something to be honored. Men find this irresistibly attractive because it signals emotional maturity and security. A woman who values herself becomes someone worth valuing. A woman who knows her worth becomes someone unforgettable, and boundaries become most powerful when they are delivered with grace, not anger, and consistency, not fear. You don't scream them, weaponize them, or use them to manipulate. You simply live by them because you understand what they protect. This emotional steadiness makes a man feel safe, respected, and challenged in the healthiest way possible. When you calmly express what you accept and what you do not accept, you show emotional intelligence without needing to prove anything. This calm confidence creates a dynamic where the right man steps up and the wrong man steps out. You are not difficult, you are discerning. You are not demanding, you are self-respecting. You are not high maintenance, you simply maintain high standards. Men who value quality feel drawn to the certainty you carry, because certainty is rare and deeply attractive. And part of what makes standards so magnetic is that they remove confusion, and confusion is the enemy of desire. You speak your truth with clarity, so no one has to guess what you want or where you stand. This eliminates games, mixed signals, and emotional inconsistency that often drain relationships. Instead, you create a space where honesty and intention guide the connection. A man feels more confident investing in you because he knows he's dealing with someone who values herself. Your ability to communicate boundaries with warmth rather than defensiveness builds emotional trust quickly. He sees that your no means no and your yes means yes, and that reliability becomes deeply comforting. You show that love can be soft, but it can also be strong. You show that affection can be warm, but it can also be selective. This creates a powerful form of attraction that grows from emotional clarity. And when an older woman embraces her boundaries, she develops a healthy relationship with herself that becomes visible in everything she does. You don't settle for bare minimum effort, and you don't accept inconsistent attention because you've learned the cost of doing so. This self-honoring mindset creates confidence that radiates without being loud. Men sense that your life will not collapse without their presence, and that independence makes you even more appealing. You want a partner, not an emotional crutch, and that distinction creates a relationship dynamic built on stability rather than need. Your emotional independence invites respect rather than entitlement. Your boundaries teach others how to treat you without you ever having to beg for respect. This is the kind of energy that elevates your attractiveness beyond physical appearance. It shows emotional strength, personal growth, and inner security. And what makes boundaries so irresistible is that they make your affection feel valuable, earned, and meaningful. You don't give unlimited access to someone who hasn't shown consistent effort, and that scarcity elevates your presence. Men become more intentional around a woman who requires emotional maturity rather than empty promises. They step up because they sense that your attention is something sacred, not something automatic. Your standards turn average interactions into purposeful ones, transforming casual energy into committed investment. You inspire better behavior simply by holding your value. You create desire not through performance but through authenticity. You attract respect because you embody it.